This is going to be a piece of cake, Sosa. I'm not worried at all. I'm so experienced in Ember. You're going to get burnt down, dude.
And now we shall battle. Welcome everybody to the Poke Battle Network. I am SosaFlo, and today we are going to be going into the end of Silph Season 5, and who better to share the ending of this wonderful season than with our good friend, Mr. Steve of PVPSteve. How you doing today, sir?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you?
Welcome, Steve. It's so great to have you on. I'm so grateful that you got to join me today. We did this last season where we got to do a recap of all of the metas and look at the final of season 4 of Silph, and it was really fun. We had some great battles. It came down to the third round of matches. Steve ended up with an amazing play with that Orangaroo. Like, there was nothing I could do, but a great play altogether. And so now we're going to take a look at our newest season, this last Silph season, season 5, and we're going to take a first look at wave 1. Steve, why don't you tell us a little bit about season 5 here?
So season 5 of Silph Arena was the first one to use the wave system, which was sort of a way to try and spread the rounds out a little bit. So it was actually a 1-2 punch. One, the maximum number of rounds that you could do was reduced down to a maximum of 40, and then it was spread over 2 months instead of 1 month. So if you were really busy in 1 month, you sort of had some ability to do some other rounds in the next month and not be sort of behind the 8 ball. So it sort of just made it a little bit more flexible, which I think a lot of people did appreciate. And if there was a meta that you really hated, which I think there's one in particular that a lot of people sort of shared their feedback that maybe they might have, then you sort of had a bit more ability to go harder into the other meta. And by the same token, if there was a meta you were really good at, then you could use all 40 of your rounds in that meta that you're crushing, and then just, farm up a whole lot of rank that way, which I think people appreciate it. I appreciate it, certainly.
And this really did bring you back and like even out the playing field, because what it also helped out in this aspect was allowed the in-persons to kind of have a strong play into your ranking system as well. If you knew you're going to be able to do an in-person, well, you could get at least 3 rounds from your in-person, so all your emotes and stuff still had to bank around at least 36 rounds, maybe 35, and then you could really go to your community and do a 3 or 4 rounder and still hit your full 40. Some of the later seasons that we've seen were just play. This really had a nice early season, I would say season 2, where they gave us a little bit more play choice of like which ones we can rank in aspects from both early seasons, that gave us that love for that in person. I just really appreciate the process of that. And the waves, the metas themselves, the wave breakdown was really interesting, Steve, because I really loved it. We'll talk about each wave because I saw a theme, and I don't know if you did as well. I saw a theme with a lot of these waves, and we'll take a look at wave 1 right now. As you see here for wave 1, was it's okay. Wave 1, you've got Ember Cup and Weather Cup for January. This was fun because, like Steve had mentioned earlier, you had a meta which you might be a staled on, so you got to try out something new with Weather Cup and rank that as well. And then for February, Naiad Cup and Hoenn Cup. The wave system here, Steve, it was so fun to like watch and like actually have longevity with a certain amount of different metas.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think that it really sort of helped to give that variety and being able to play exactly what you are enjoying, and sort of try out some other things as well. So I think Ember Cup in particular, because Ember was actually first used in factions, so I think it was probably first announced back in like November, and then was also being used as the January Cup, which came from a place of wanting to reduce the number of metas that people had to learn, especially as Play Pokemon Circuit has really built up and a lot of people are spending a lot of time on those. So I wanted to sort of reduce the burden on those people while also giving the option for people to sort of learn these new metas and play these new metas like the Weather Cup in a way that's never really been played before. Like Weather Cup is traditionally a Go Battle League meta, so it's something that you're just going in with blind threes. Whereas like by allowing it to be ranked in the Silph arena, it sort of brings that bring six or show six, bring three sort of vibe to it all. And I think it gives variety to those people that are looking to play these as many metas as possible and have as much fun as possible.
Yeah, it was really a well thought out season. I was really excited after this first wave, seeing it and watching everything go down, and then battling in it too. Like, I love putting together the pieces of the meta and trying to figure out like the spice and all that. We really didn't have that kind of aspect with Ember Cup. It was very the same, but Naiad Cup provided that. But this wave type, this theme I saw here was in wave 1 a very typical Silph theme. These metas were very typical Silph. They've picked 4 typings. They did a nice thing and they added some generalists, and we could talk about that just a little bit, but we've already talked about it numerous amounts of times. But it was all very similar stuff we've seen numerous amounts of times with bands before, and I thought that was a great way, because now we're getting back into the open world. You have all of these Go Battle League battlers who don't know yet the Silph of Show 6 pick 3. There it is. Show pick 6 3. Show 6 picks 3 format, and with all these restrictions, Silph is such a fun way of expressing that and getting into more of these intricate Pokemon that are fun. And I had so much fun with it, Steve. Like, I think one of my favorite cups is in this wave here.
I'm gonna take a big stab here, a massive stab. It's Naiad, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Love Naiad Cup. Naiad Cup. Oh, it's one of my favorites. What did you feel about wave 1, sir?
Yeah, so I mean, I had a good time. I really liked the new vibes. Like, it was all very new, the wave system and all. So it was like our first time giving it a go. And I was a big fan of it. Like, I had some fun. I played a Weather Cup that I'm going to say I won it. It's technically a tie. You know, it was like 4 people that all got 3-1. But that counts as a win. We're giving ourselves a win on that one. So, but we had a bit of fun. I did a lot of Ember Cup as well, because I was playing Ember in factions. So I was sort of able to take that knowledge and apply it over here, which was really nice. So it was like, oh, I've already got a team set up. I can just go in, happy days, we're ready to go. And then, as I said, then sort of do something new and play Weather Cup on the side. So I had a really good time, and Naiad was one that I really enjoyed as well. As you said, these are very classic Silph arena metas, a couple of typings, a couple of bands, technically a little unclassic in that they introduced last season airdropping in Pokemon. So in addition to adding in typings, they added in a few extras. So in Naiad, it was Snorlax, Greedent, and Miltank. And then in Ember, it was a bit more varied. There was like, Poliwrath and Hisuian Quillfish and, a bit more going on. But I think it was I had a good time.
Nice. Yeah, I really like that they added the Pokemon into the typings, because we saw it in the early metas, in the early days, like one Pokemon could easily take over. I think in Naiad Cup, Beedrill could have easily just taken over, but having some of those add-ons definitely helped it out, definitely helped out that meta there, for sure. So it was wonderful to see them take those aspects of it. But we had talked about these metas. You and I are going to be battling in them now, sir. Like, I'm excited. Let's get a real breakdown. This is wave 1. So, Steve, what is the Ember Cup holding out for battlers here? What do we need here for the Ember Cup battle that we're about to have?
All right, so Ember Cup was 4 typings: electric, fire, grass, and ground. As I said, a whole bunch of add-ins with Poliwrath and Hisuian Quillfish and Surfetched and Primeape Machamp. They added in these fighters. They added in Alolan Muck, I think, came in. Honchkrow came to the party. I don't think I saw anyone really using Honchkrow, but it was around. It was available. And then there were a bunch of bans in terms of... actually, let me get the graphic up, and I can put... There was bands on Dragon Rock, Steel, Water Ground, Mud Boys in particular, Abomasnow, Diggersby, Dugtrio, Lantern, Nidoqueen, Ninetales, Pachirisu, whatever the Salazzle is the name of the Pokemon, Unova, Stunfisk, Whimsicott, Shadows, and Megas. So the ban list was longer than the allowed list, quite frankly.
Well, yeah, that seemed very fair because if you put any of those Pokemon in, they kind of just came out swinging. But the problem was, it was only 4 Pokemon that really dominated Ember Cup. So it was interesting to see. And the Pokemon that they added actually showed up to be top tier to help even out that meta as well, to make it less of an RPS and an RP, rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock kind of situation.
And the lizard here is Charizard.
Yeah, the lizard Charizard for sure. Spock would be Poliwrath.
I guess it's got the vibes. I mean, in fairness, Silph did release this meta before they buffed Wing Attack on Charizard.
Yeah. This is
so it sort of got thrown on its head a little bit.
Not for nothing. Like I was not. None of the big changes in any of the metas has really changed any of the Silph meta. Like last season, when a Rangaroo popped up, they were not expecting it for Forge Cup, and it just dominated Forge Cup when it came out. Like no new changes besides the Charizard, but that just kind of made it so it could play better against Hisui and Quillfish. Whereas Naiad Cup now came out, and it was just as easily a great typing and all that stuff as well. It had Bug, Dragon, Psychic, Water, and then the plugins were Greedent, Miltank, and Snorlax. Their add-ons were more generalist, where in Ember Cup the add-ons kind of evened out the playing field now. So this was a great little introduction, little wave 1 to like really bring battlers and try to get them involved and get them to see that like it could be exciting. The first month here was a very easy build meta for us who know about battling and analytics and stuff like that. When you see it, you can easily, it's easy build. These are the top Pokemon. You can build those 4 and have those 6, and that was it. Naiad Cup was a little more intricate. You were able to reach and dig down and grab some spice or grab something fun. You weren't always locked down with those same 4 Pokemon. Even though there was a similarity of the Pokemon in there, you did not feel like you had to be handcuffed to Greedent or Beedrill or Altaria. You could definitely play around with stuff. And that is what I talk about when I say like beginner level and then more expert level, because then a lot of us who love to dig deep would find something real fun. And I found something real fun against you, Steve. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah. Woo! I saw that you didn't bring it to Naiad, and I was like, yes. Anyways.
I'm in danger.
No. You're not in danger. This is just the fun of the metas. But as this is this video here, what we're doing is we're gonna recap the meta now. We're gonna replay those matchups. Not replay the matchups, but replay the meta and kind of give everybody a nice little show of what Ember Cup looked like, what Naiad Cup looked like, and then for wave 2 and 3 we'll continue that as well and go down those and just kind of refresh everybody's memory and say thank you to Silph. So let's head down to the battle floor, unless Steve, there's something you want to say about these cups before we do that.
I just want to say it's time to duel.
Bing, bing, bing. All right. In the left corner, you've got PVPSteve rocking an Ember Cup. Oh, Season 4 champion of the rivals. In the right corner, you've got SosaFlo representing, trying to redeem himself and get a win back for Season 5. We've got Wave 1 battling it out, and our first matchup will be Ember Cup. We have our teams locked down there, as you will see them down below. Steve and I will now officially pick our teams and get the battles going. Steve, any words before we get into this matchup?
This is going to be a piece of cake, Sosa. I'm not worried at all. I'm so experienced in Ember. You're going to get burnt down, dude.
And now we shall battle. Or I'm going to get ready to battle and take you down. Let's do this.
Don't do that.
Oh, I'm
Come
gonna.
on, man.
Come
on,
on,
man.
I'm gonna.
Don't do me like that.
Oh, I'm gonna. Are you locked? Are you
I'm
ready?
locked. I'm ready.
Locked. We're ready. Let's do it. Nice.
Dun, dun, dun.
He's got the magic carp face. Nice.
Hey, come on,
I like
man.
this.
Uncool.
I like this.
Uncool.
What's uncool?
Like, you're not supposed to just counter me from the get-go. I thought this was supposed to be, chill, calm, collected, and now you're probably like throwing. I bet this is discharge. Shield.
All right.
There's the swap. There's the
Did
swap.
I get it in time? Oh no!
Booyah!
We all know that the boy could take the hit. For sure.
But can I take this hit is the question.
You
know what? 2 shields down.
Oh no, he's gone crazy!
Oh, this is easy.
What
this
is
is
strat?
easy.
What is this strat, folks?
Bring that mining back. Let it go down. You don't need this polyref.
Let it go down. Let it go down. Let it go down.
Now, I have only just remembered how important it was to have shield advantage in the Ember Cup.
Oh, yeah. Because of that back Pokemon? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why I was baffled at this move that you're like, oh, let's go with shield. Oh, no. Did you cast the discharge onto the ice Pokemon?
Oh.
You did not.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Can I have my shields back?
You're the one who wanted to give them to the Qwilfish.
I thought he needed him. Oh man.
No, you don't remember the Charizard closer being like the most like beast thing? Just give Charizard 2 shields in the back and it could basically just take out everything.
Okay, should I have studied? Maybe.
Oh God, all I remember is that Charizard with 2 shields in the back in this wave or in this season has been really a big pressure of like because of the wing attack boost. Like it hit me hard.
Yeah, there's a reason that Charizard was the MVP of the Ember. Wait.
Oh, I did not know how much health you had left. No!
Sosa, have you given me an in?
I did not know your Qwilfish had that much health left. Criminy.
Tell me you don't have 2 moves.
I don't.
Mud shot down. Let's go, Polly.
You're going to, because you have. Oh my goodness! Don't be cocky, kids.
What?
I actually thought that you had the 2 Scalds, so I was trying to save the shield for it, and my mining was gonna be there.
No.
No.
And that's how we get the win, gang.
And that's why I had to rethink my entire thing.
That's exactly why I went 2 shields down, guys. It was all calculated. Trust me.
You stop talking to me. You're distracting me. Here I am thinking I'm good. So we're doing a best of 3, but we don't need to play the 3rd matchup. Even though in Silph you should always play the 3rd matchup. Nut bunnies. How did I do that, Steve?
I don't know how, but let's just say it's my Australian charm. Just throwing you off.
It is.
See, this is okay for both of us ish. It's okay. No one's going to be complaining too hard.
Now I remember a lot of people had a debate between Jab and Sting with Qwilfish.
I really like the big damage you can get, quite frankly. I think it's kind of key. Oh.
Woof. Woof. What a catch. Woof. What a catch. What a catch. What a catch.
Now, this is actually a really interesting matchup in Ember because some people did run Dynamic Punch, some people didn't. Dynamic Punch really helped you in the mirror. That's kind of it. And you know, we went shields down before and we won, so.
You went off of technicalities. Yeah, Dynamic Punch. Look at that damage that it does. It's so beautiful. What a great move. Same amount as Scald. The difference is Scald has that debuff, which is nice, but won't always proc.
Yeah, that's why generally I was sort of like to throw Scold against everything except Poliwrath. Oh, IVs, easy.
This is a rank 3 Poliwrath too. So like,
Oh,
your Poly's pretty good, huh? Hey, I'll take 2 extra taps,
maybe
especially on
not.
that Quillfish. Yeah, come back out. You got that Chari in the back? Is it Chari in the back? You trying to shield me with? It is. It is, isn't it? And I called it so good. Woo! Big Mama Sosa knows how to call it. Did you just catch? Are you? Because I got so excited.
No, we'll go Quillfish. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Quillfish has got this.
Know how much damage I have. Can I? Oh, that was nice.
Okay, I know that you only just threw the move, but we'll throw some energy at you.
I had some extra energy there. I was 1 tap away or 2 tap away.
Oh, then it was calculated. Okay, this isn't great. Oh, you've got Poison Sting.
Right, like I was saying, a lot of people had Jab and Sting, and I had Sting for that mirror match. The only problem
like this one.
Like this one right here. The only problem is, my man, is that I don't have Shadow Ball on this thing. Because I TM'd it. Like, obviously, Shadow Ball is what's needed for this meta, for sure. Like, you need it. But I put it Dark Pulse, so I'm like, I don't have a big... Because Shadow Ball and you're easy gone right now. Like, a Shadow Ball right now and you're easy gone. But I don't know if I can Aquatail here.
Yeah,
no! Oh my god, and the low battery thing popped up, and that doesn't KO you. Oh my goodness. It stopped me on great, like the first great bubble too. I was like, no, not another technicality.
Oh, we love the technicality wins here. We rely on them. Without it, we just lost.
We are 1-1 now, Steve. And again, both of us are just bringing that wonderful Charizard, Poliwrath, Piloswine, Quillfish combo. 1, 2, 3. It's that's literally what Ember Cup was. That's literally what Ember Cup was.
I mean, it was such a centralized meta. Like, you know, I've got SurfEtched on my team. Am I going to bring SurfEtched really? Like, in this meta, it doesn't feel like something you can reasonably and comfortably bring, you know? It's like, it's not that good. It's just not that good.
That's why I really liked the mining. When I was battling in my factions with iCarly, I battled against the mining, and because of the fact it has access to Grass Knot, with that quick attack boost now, like, it absolutely became a core breaker for the meta. Like, something that really can heal. You're like, oh. But that's why I like mining. Oh, don't worry. I'm good here. 2.
Oh, you good?
4. Yeah, 5.
Oh. Okay. Okay. If you say so.
Oh no, the Sosa gives up that early shield?
Is this finally my game?
Without Sosa giving it to you on a platter?
Without it being handed to me when it absolutely should not have been handed to me? No.
This is what caught me on N-Hop too, is I went with that. Oh, is this the bait though? Is this the bait? Am I going for it, Steve?
Shields down, baby! It's...
No! You fool!
No, I can't lose. Shields down. It's unlosable. Unlosable. Oh, you wanted to copy my strat, hey? You realize how good it was?
Oh, yes. Oh, it's the old classic, give a shield, get a shield. You get a shield, you give a shield, Steve. And that way I can win the switch. Bring back out that fighter. Come on. He's got all that energy. Bring him back. My pillow doesn't want to see him. Yeah.
Okay.
Bye,
can I be honest with you, Sosa?
Be honest with me.
I thought I clicked on my Pokemon in the back there. I thought Poliwrath was coming out, and I was a little bit shocked when I saw SurfEtched.
No, I was tapping for the swap. That's all right. Doesn't affect. Watch, it's gonna give me the swap now.
Okay, farm up that energy. Is this a one-hit KO?
Is it? No.
No, never. Who was worried?
Not me.
Mm-mm.
Don't. I know your boys got all that energy in the back. So come on, throw it out. Throw it all out on my boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Steve will, because you don't have the Brave Bird. You got the Leaf Blade, but this is electric. 1, 2. Am I farming you down? No, you got this. You got this.
Shields down. Shields down.
The Leaf Blade, not enough. Oh. There we go. GG's to Steve for a great Ember Cup.
Thank you for the sacrificial win, Sosa. I couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah. No, ow. All right, sir. On to the Naiad Cup. Which again, let's see the teams. Oh, by the way, folks, just so everybody is aware out there, these teams that we are playing are literally teams that we've only brought onto our championship runs. So throughout our entire season, we basically just pick teams that we've played with. So even if something got a move update throughout the entire season, we're still playing with it, whether it was a debuff move or a powered up move. So yeah, here we go.
Hey, luckily I never brought Trevenant this season, so...
Nah, I had no interest either. Was not mad about that. All right.
Okay, let's take a look.
Yeah, this was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I mean, it was very
send to you,
interesting in that it was a traditional meta with like a lot of open Great League picks. It's like you saw your Altarias and your Walreins, and I mean, because this was back when Walrein was, it was on the downward trend, I guess. It had already been debuffed.
It had already been debuffed because this was February and the month came, the meta shift came in December. But the reason for this meta was thickness. Like if you weren't thick, you were not gonna go really far because the 3 Pokemon they added were real thick boys. And so everybody was like, okay, well, take it is then.
Yeah, pretty much. It was just bulk. Oh, my battle errored out.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Oh, I just hit the rematch button like a chump.
I exited out like a dummy. The reason also you wanted Walrein was because of that Altaria.
Yeah. Which was Dragon is always a powerful force. It's got that neutral damage. Barely anything resists it. So you can kind of just get away with doing a whole lot of stuff. Plus, like, Sky Attack is a pretty good move. You've got Stab on it. Even though it doesn't charge up, like, super fast, it does a pretty good job.
Yeah, not for nothing, too, with that breath of Dragon that you get to really chunk away at that health. And sometimes the one-turn fast moves really did eke out a W for you at the end of this meta.
Okay. I don't think this is great for me. However, Icicle Spear has just been buffed, which means it'll do a bit of extra damage.
Oh, that's right. A little bit different than what I'm used to with this meta, but that's fine. No proc. That's okay.
You were never going to proc. Never. Not once in this series. I'm going to say it now. You will never proc.
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Woo, 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 woo!
I can take a Night Slash.
Can you take a Night Slash?
Yeah, I can take a Night Slash.
I'm just keeping in here to see if I proc. No. I will get the proc. I promise you that. I will get the proc. No!
It's not gonna happen.
I don't even know if I hit this shield, but this gave up a shield for no reason.
The no shield strat. Look, it worked so well for me.
I'm tapping on the side of my phone, not at all trying to hit that shield, because one shield for my boy, and I'm good. This game. Like I'm worried about that crunch. Sure, great call, Niantic. That's what I was worried about. That crunch. Gave up that shield for that crunch.
It's
Oh
hard
my
hitting.
goodness.
It's really scary. Ooh, bet you wish I had a shield for this one now. Oh,
Now I'm
and
like
I'm not getting
3
defense.
and no debuffs either.
Okay, are the procs working? Hello, please.
All right, double sky attack. Let's go.
I can take. No,
Ha
actually,
ha!
I don't know. I'm kind of happy with this. It's Lugia time.
I know you're happy with that. You're not gonna be happy
Uh-oh.
with this. I really,
no.
I
Aw.
really wanted to make this Michael's Mew with Volt Switch and Grass, but and Rock Slide. But I mean, I'm about to. It's gonna happen, and I'm gonna make a video for it. But right now, you're gonna deal with my yeah. Thank you. The one that you really don't want it. Oh, but you.
Yeah.
I've got no shields. This is why I needed that shield.
I'm kind of hoping it's enough. I don't know.
It's not.
Oh, that's
Oh my
not
goodness.
enough.
One.
Oh,
there
no.
it is. There it is. Woo.
Oh.
Woo.
No.
Now a lot of people had Focus Blast on their Mew. Some of the people got real crazy with Focus Blast on their Mew.
All 3 left.
All 3.
Okay, so you know how you won that battle?
Yeah.
Shields down.
Steve, my shields were down when I gave up Charizard to you. Oh, I had a shield and I let it go and I gave up Charizard. Of course I should have gone shields down. I'm a fool for that first game.
That's true. That's true. It's because you didn't go shields down. It's the ultimate strategy. I can't believe that you've done this. You'll learn. You'll learn. It's okay.
I'll be better, I promise. I really did love this meta. This was one of my favorite metas because not only I found Shadow Sizer through Panic. I watched Panic play it. And if Shadow Scissor procced once, he could run through any line of 3. It was dumb. But the reason I did love this meta was because of Charger Bug here. This little guy was so thick and awesome, and he just plowed through everything. Here, let me show you, Steve.
No, it's okay because I have strategy, Sosa.
Oh,
Shields down. Shields down. Nothing to worry about when shields down.
Nothing to worry about when shields are down.
Come on, Sosa, shields down. Hey, that's not
Okay,
shields
I
down.
kind of wanted to see what that damage would do.
For now, it's bulk v bulk. Not
Right,
gonna do
and
much.
Charger Bug, Steve. Charger Bug might actually be a core breaker for people too, like in OGL and stuff like that. This is what I love about Silph. One of my favorite things about Silph is like when you find like Pokemon like Charger Bug and Scissor, and you're like, oh, the wrecking shop. Oh, finally you proc. Took you long enough.
We got there in the end. Look, maybe it's just karma when I said that you would never get the Knight/proc. You know, I just had it coming.
I was about to say maybe it was just karma for them giving up my shield. They're like, oh my god, we're so sorry we gave up the really, real important shield. We hope by this subtle no debuff from your opponent that this might be able to help you win. Come on, Skull! I had it there too. Steve getting it in.
Calculated. It's always calculated. Whenever I do something good,
Always
it's because I planned it.
He thought of everything. Didn't he, Steve? Is that another Lugia in the back? Is it another Lugia? The left and right look. Oh, no.
Hi-yah!
It totally is!
Uh-oh. These Night Slashes are gonna start hurting.
Come on, proc. Come on, proc.
I'm confidently shielding because you're not gonna get the proc, so it doesn't matter.
I'm confidently shielding because Sky Attack just one-shots me straight to Nurse Joy.
I actually don't know how much Night Slash is gonna. I feel like it might KO because you've got Shadow.
I am Shadow. Again, I don't know. I think you do live with a sliver. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, there it is! That's what you're talking about! It ain't the Night Slash, but you proc that bullet punch, baby! Yeah! Sizer, baby. Sizer. Loved it. The double bug strat was so big.
Oh, GG, Sosa. GG.
indeed.
You got the proc. You got the proc.
I got the proc. All right, let's go back to the recap desk.
No.
Steve, that was a wonderful Wave 1 matchup in battles between those lovely metas. I really felt they were great introductory metas, wonderful ways for new battlers to get acquainted with Silph and for old battlers to still have that Silph nostalgia.
No, absolutely. I think that they really were classic. They were just your sort of standard, like from the get-go, from Boulder Cup back in January of 2019. It was here's some typings, go at it. And they've definitely sort of kept that alive in these first two metas with some sort of understanding that it has to change a little bit because as the years goes on, you can't just keep reusing those same metas, right? The sort of easy, low-hanging fruit metas have been taken. So now they've sort of got to think a little bit more. And the meta team, like massive shout out to the Silph Arena meta team for putting in so much work in making all of these metas so much fun as well. Like really keeping us with something to do other than just classic Open Grey League, especially when for certain periods of time, it can get relatively stale. So big thank you to Silph Arena for keeping this going so long.
Yeah, and for 5 seasons of amazing metas like this to keep giving us fresh new ones. Yeah, I say like Ember Cup is really stale and easy, but we could have seen a similar meta and they didn't want to bring out a similar meta. They wanted to give us something new. So great aspect on there, keeping it fresh. Appreciate you, Silph. Thank you all for this wonderful Wave 1 as we have wrapped up our first Wave 1 recap here. Steve getting one battle, one matchup, me sweeping another. So we are 1-1 now in this. There are 2 more waves to come, so be sure to check those videos out as they are coming throughout the week. Thank you all for watching Poke Battle Network. Hopefully you've enjoyed Season 5 Silph. Be sure to like and comment down below. Thank you, Steve, for joining us today.
Anytime, Sosa. I mean, well, certainly 2 more times in the next week, right? So
yeah. Be sure to check out Steve with all of his links down below. Thank you all for watching the Poke Battle Network. I'm SosaFlo, and like always, keep on battling.